All right, what's going on, everybody? Todd Welch here with a reaction video. Today, we're taking a look at a new rule from Bill Maher, Tough Love Dems. So let's go ahead and dive into this. Bill Maher, he gets it right sometimes, not right other times. So let's see how he lands it today.
Okay, and finally, new rule. Someone must tell the usual suspects on the far left that the saying is, when you're in a hole, stop digging, not keep digging. Talk about doubling down on what got you fucked in the first place. Even the one concession I've heard a few people on the losing side offer, that liberals should stop saying the Trump voters are stupid, comes with a kind of unspoken parentheses. We know they are stupid, just don't say it.
Nope.
Yeah.
Definitely not stupid.
Yeah, I got bad news for you. They don't have a monopoly on stupid. You wear Queers for Palestine t-shirts.
Yes.
And masks
Ironic.
2 years after the pandemic ended. And you can't define woman. I mean, person who menstruates.
What is a woman?
You're the teachers union education party, and you've turned schools and colleges into a joke. You just lost a crazy contest to an actual crazy person.
All right, so far, pretty funny. Trump supporters definitely aren't stupid, but very funny so far. Let's keep going.
You love to speak truth to power, and we always should, but you have completely lost the ability to speak truth to bullshit. The Democratic polling firm Blueprint told Democrats months ago that black voters, aka their supposedly liberal base, were more likely to find the president too liberal than too conservative. They also found that voters didn't just want Harris to distance herself from Biden, they wanted her to distance herself from what they believe the entire Democratic Party has become.
I think this is definitely true. Black people and Hispanics as well tend to be a lot more conservative than the Democrat Party thinks they are. They still vote as a majority Democrat, but they're losing them very quickly because they are just assuming that they're going to go along with all of the crazy liberal policies that they're pushing, all the trans stuff and high taxes and harming the economy and everything else, but they're starting to lose it.
A Portlandia sketch. A bunch of privileged mean girls complaining about privilege and trying to make fetch happen. What a shocker that the people who see everything through the lens of race and sex see their election loss as a result of racism and sexism.
That is a big problem right now in the Democrat Party. Everything is based on the color of your skin. Martin Luther King, not based on your color of your skin, but the content of your character. And that's what it needs to be about. And the Democrats have completely forgotten about that.
Yes, if only we weren't so irredeemably unenlightened, we would have elected a black president by now. Oh, what, we did? Oh, right, and then re-elected him. Maybe you missed it because it wasn't on TikTok. And sexism, Hillary got 3 million more votes than Trump, which in a normal country would be called a victory. It wasn't.
No. We're not a democracy. We're a republic, democratic republic. Each state has power, not the entire federal government is not supposed to have all of the power. That's why we have the Electoral College. This country would not exist if we didn't have the Electoral College, because the original states would not have signed on to join the federal government if they didn't each have equal say, equal power. And that's where the Electoral College comes from, so that we're not just ruled by mob rule, we're ruled by each state individually, and each state has a voice.
It wasn't 21st century sexism that prevented a woman from being president. It was the Electoral College. Democrats run for office as if the voters don't live here, as if they don't go to the grocery store and Starbucks and the office, but they do. They live here, and they actually see women and people of color, and it doesn't look like some patriarchal racist nightmare. Do problems remain pertaining to racism and sexism? Of course.
Of course, they always will. Every country, everywhere, in all time is always going to have some type of racism. It's just going to be human nature to some point, but it's been minimized so much here in the United States more than any other place in the world, I believe. The United States is one of the best places to live if you're a minority. You can achieve anything you want in life in America, and you can't say that for a lot of other countries in the world.
But a poll last year asked if America is the greatest country in the world. More blacks and Hispanic Americans agreed with that than the white progressives. It asked if racism is built into our society. White progressives agreed with that at higher levels than black and Hispanic people. It asked if government should increase border security. Same result. Hispanic Americans are less okay with illegal immigration than whitey. The votes are in. They don't want your pity. And black people can't afford to indulge rich white people's need to endlessly flagellate themselves. They just want prices to go down and good jobs and the police when you call them. Black people, they're just like us.
Surprise.
Kamala spent 100 days telling voters, I know it feels like crime and illegal immigration are bad, but fuck your feelings. Look at this chart. Yes, there's a lot to not like already about the new regime, but maybe take 1 week to ask what you did wrong. The basis for Democratic campaigns has become, we're the smart people. That we know from the get-go. No need to look into that. We know that a priori, which is a Latin phrase the red hat people wouldn't have a clue about. But they don't need to. Have you seen my "In this house we believe" lawn sign? See, it says right on it, we believe in science. Right, which is why you demanded no one even debate whether COVID could have escaped from the one lab in the one city where they were studying it. How far-fetched.
Yes, we believe in science, but you have to believe the science that we want, not the science that you want.
The New York Times called it racist. Democrats have become like a royal family that, because of so much incest, has unfortunately had children who are retarded. And the same thing can happen to ideas if they are also conceived in an atmosphere of intellectual incest. Maybe take the clothespins off your noses and actually converse with the other half of the country. Stop screaming at people to get with the program and instead make a program worth getting with. What good is liberalism if you don't win elections? Last week, Massachusetts Congressman Seth Moulton said, I have 2 little girls. I don't want them getting run over on a playing field by a formerly male athlete. But as a Democrat, I'm supposed to be afraid to say that. Yes, there's the problem in a nutshell. Because Congressman Moulton sounds reasonable to me, but his campaign manager immediately resigned in protest. Let me make this as plain as I can to the smart people. The campaign manager who resigned, yeah, let that person go. Marginalize that
guy. 100%. Right on point. It's just so ridiculous that we pretend that we don't even know basic science, basic biology in this country.
Try making too woke be a cancelable offense. It's important for America to have a center-left party and for that party to be competitive. And a good first step toward that goal would be to make the voters not want to punch you in the face. I will conclude by saying the reason I'm so mad at the Democrats is because as a voter, the issues that were important to me were democracy and the environment. And now, there's no one to champion or defend either of them because you, with your aggressively anti-common sense agenda and shitty exclusionary attitude, blew it. You lost.
I disagree with that. The Republicans support the environment as well and democracy, of course. I mean, it's nonsense that anyone is trying to stop democracy. Well, in reality, we have a republic, but we elect a lot of our elected representatives through the democratic process. So we're a democratic republic. Nobody's trying to stop that, and nobody's trying to destroy the environment. What the Republicans want to do is try to do it in a smart way and not destroy the economy while you're trying to protect the environment. Meanwhile, China is putting out more emissions than pretty much the entire planet, and the United States is already way down the list.
Everything, House, Senate, White House, Supreme Court, and left us completely unprotected and ready to be violated. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody! Actually, we're on next week. We're on next week for our season finale.
Yeah, happy Thanksgiving, everybody, indeed. So a good one there from Bill Maher. Some stuff on point, some not so much, but very funny. Bill Maher is one of those Democrats that he gets it for sure. I don't agree with him on everything, but he's a common sense Democrat. He's intelligent, and he's not so extremely far left that it's like he's basically lost his mind. So, and that's the reason the Democrats lost so hard against Trump, because they went so far left so fast. The middle of the country just stayed standing in place. The Democrats ran left so far that now all of a sudden that middle is on the almost extreme right in some cases. Elon Musk is a perfect example of that, right? He said he's a Democrat. He's still a Democrat. It's just that the Democrats have run so far left that now he basically is a Republican. And it's just so true. That's the way the system is right now. We'll have to see what the Democrats do, if they're able to come back to the middle and counteract the Trump effect, so to speak, and how the Republicans can do post-Trump. That's going to be a big question for sure. But so far, they don't seem to have a lot of answers. They're kind of battling inside themselves to see who's going to win, the moderate Democrats, the reasonable Democrats, or the crazy extremists who don't know what a woman is and want your girls playing with men on the football field and want to destroy the economy, and so on and so on. So that wraps up this video. Hopefully you enjoyed that. Make sure you like and subscribe and leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts on this video. If there's anything you agreed or disagreed with either me or Bill Maher, love to hear it in the comments. I'll make sure I reply. So with that, this is Todd Welch signing off. Have a great day, everybody.